Welcome back to another episode of Amazing Kitchen. Today, we will be making fresh pasta. I'll be showing you how easy it is to make fresh pasta at home, anytime you want, any shape you like. Alright, so let's get into it. All we need is 4 ingredients. The first is egg. Then, we'll get a nice salt, such as sea salt. A very good quality extra virgin olive oil. Now if you can find a fresh cold pressed one, even better, but if not, any extra virgin olive oil shall do. Then finally, some flour. Now flour usually is called for to use double O flour, which is a finer grind compared to the all-purpose flour. But in this case, all-purpose is just as fine. If you cannot find double O flour, all-purpose will do. But you can also replace it with semolina if you like a more textured taste to your pasta. But all-purpose is more than sufficient. Every household should have some. Okay, so let's get into making pasta. But before we start, subscribe if you haven't yet, hit the bell button and like this video. Okay? Now let's get into making. Now all we'll need is 2.5 cups of flour. Make sure your surface is clean. You just add it on your surface. There we go. Then another 1/2 cup. Now for this, we'll make a little well in the center, like a volcano. Make sure you make it bigger than you think you need, because we have quite a lot of liquid right here. So we don't want the liquid to spill out. Alright, start with cracking our eggs in it. We'll just need 3 eggs. So I'm using medium eggs right here. Make sure the shells don't make it in, like in my case. Ooh. There we go. We'll add our oil. I have 1 teaspoon of oil. Sorry, 1 tablespoon of oil. Now for sea salt, we'll just need about 1 teaspoon. Should be enough, because we can always salt it some more in our water when we're cooking this. There we go. We'll get a fork. We'll just break the eggs and mix the salt into the liquid so that it's evenly distributed. Then we'll slowly pull in the flour from the edges, little by little, just to incorporate into this liquid. Now make sure not to break the boundaries, because we don't want this spilling everywhere. So we'll just pull in some flour little by little while mixing this and stirring this. Now once this becomes thick enough where you know it won't spill everywhere, then you can start kneading this. Alright, it's really starting to thicken up. I don't think this will run anymore, so we can just add in more flour now. Try to get this into a dough now. Now if you notice that when you start kneading this and it's too thick, you add a little bit, or it's too dry rather, you add a little bit more water to this. But if it's too wet for you, then just add a little more flour. Now it's coming together nicely. We don't need a fork anymore. Pasta scraper. You know, if you make pizza or bread, you probably have one at home. If not, then simply use your hand. It will do just fine. Make sure you scrape everything off the counter so that nothing is stuck to the counter. Now we can get our hand involved. Just bring it together nicely. It looks very dry right now, but I can feel that there's a lot of moisture on the inside. Alright. Looks like we can add a little bit more liquid to moisten this some more. mix this in. Now as you can see, our dough is coming together. Okay, now just make sure all the ingredients are incorporated. Now you can see the surface is becoming nice and smooth. Now that's when you know it's coming together nicely. Now let's test the dough and make sure it's ready. Now we form it into a ball and we press the surface. If you see it bounce back like that, then you know it's ready. If you press it and it stays down, then you know you need to knead it some more. Now this is ready. We just wrap this in some saran wrap. Okay. There we go. So we just wrap this up and keep this on the side for 30 minutes to rest, and then we'll come back and roll it out. If you don't store this on the side and let it rest for about 30 minutes, what will happen is you'll realize when you roll it flat, it'll want to shrink and retract, and then you'll be very frustrated. You won't be able to get that nice flat surface that you like. So we'll give it some time to rest, then we'll come back and roll it out. In the meantime, we'll get some water boiling so that it's ready for cooking the pasta. Now let's check on our dough. It should be ready to roll out now. So we don't need all of it just yet. Let's cut about a half of it. And then we'll roll the rest back up so that it doesn't dry. Okay, let's set that there. Now for this, we just need to roll this flat. Alright, now you just fold this in, then we turn it to the side and we continue to roll. We just fold it halfway in, then this way. And the reason we're folding it is so that we can get the shape to be even, like a rectangular shape, so that both sides are flat and straight. If not, if we just keep rolling it out flat, we'll get this very odd shaped dough. So when it comes to cutting it, it may not turn out beautifully. Maybe I shouldn't do it on a chopping board. We'll bring in the chopping board later. Just roll it out first, and we just flip it and roll it the other way. Try to get this as flat as you can. Now I'm doing this manually, but if you have a machine, this will help speed up your process a bit. Alright, well, it's so here we will be making some pappardelle pasta. It's quite a wide flat sheet of a pasta. You see, it's very nice and textury to have. Okay, so I think this is thin enough. You can sort of see my hand through, but not exactly. Now there we go. So we'll just fold this in half. Okay, then another half. And here we go. We have this. We just want to cut off the ends just to make it look neat. We just make it about almost an inch wide. We slowly separate all of this. It's kind of stuck together. So we keep this aside and we'll roll out the next one also. Now to save some time, I went ahead and sauteed some chopped bell pepper with garlic and sliced button mushroom over some olive oil for a few minutes. Then I've salted it and added black pepper to it as well. I've also added the pasta into the salted boiling water for a few minutes to cook it to about 70%. Alright, our pasta is looking ready. Now we can add this to our pan together with the rest of the ingredients. Alright, let's get a little bit of that pasta water in also. Let's add a little bit of salt and some fresh grounded black pepper. Such a simple pasta. Alright, this is all ready. Now let's plate this. Now let's plate this. Okay. Now let's fill this up. Then we have a lot of mushroom. We just sprinkle it over the top. And finally, we have a nice chili pepper right here. In case you cannot tell already, I enjoy my dishes with a little bit of heat. Ooh. There we go. Now let's sprinkle some of this on. There we go. Now, that's it. Now, let's grate some cheese on this. Yeah. Beautiful. That's all. Now, let's give this a try. All right. Now, look at this beautiful bowl of pasta, freshly made, lots of ingredients. Now let's give this a try. Okay. Very different. It has more of a chew, a bounce to it. Together with all that garlic and olive oil, it really adds a lot of flavor. It tastes totally different from dried pasta. I mean, if you never tried something like this, you need to give it a try. And then the cheese, you know, ooh, let's get some of that. We have a chili, we have mushroom. Okay, let's give this a try. Wow, that chili has a kick. Very spicy. Even with that chili, all that flavor comes through. And the chewiness of the pasta is not like the regular al dente pasta, it doesn't taste the same. It has much more of a chew to it. I like the texture very much. If you've never made fresh pasta at home, this one, you need to give this a try. Let's have another piece. The cheese, the nuttiness from the cheese, and the umami from the mushroom really jumps out. Such a simple dish, but so tasty. So, if you're vegetarian, this will suit you. If you like something of a kick with chili, this will suit you. And if you're a pasta lover, no doubt, this will be definitely suitable for you. Oh, this is so good. Why am I only making it now? You know, fresh pasta is something that you have to try. If you enjoy food, you need to at least try this once at home to know what's the difference. Maybe after this, you may never buy dry pasta again. You just make it because it's so simple to make. All you need is half an hour of your time and a little dough, and off you go. I love this very much. So let us know in the comments, have you tried something like this before? And if you haven't, now's your chance. Give it a try. Let us know how yours turned out. Yeah, because mine turned out great. I love it very much. I need to finish this right now. So I guess that's it for this episode. So let us know in the comments what else you'd like to see on the next episode or future episodes, and I'll work on it. But for now, I'll work on this one, finishing it while you like this video. Okay, until next time, bon appetit. Bye now.